Thank you, Angela. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming out tonight. We really appreciate your support. I'd also like to thank the Hayti staff and board, and as well as our Hayti Film Festival members, Lana Garland, our co-director, and Audrey Bird, who is our festival coordinator. Thank you guys so much. I'd like to also give a special thanks to our sponsors, Color Congress, the City of Durham, the Forest at Duke, Duke Health, WTVD ABC 11, Downtown Durham Incorporated, and Provident 1898. So now, before we get started here, I won't talk too long, I want to call your attention really quickly to the back of your program where it says Donor Circle. We cannot do what we do here with Hayti Films without your support, and so you'll see here a little nifty QR code that you can scan and you can become a Donor Circle member. There are 5 levels of giving, starting at our $10 level, which is our family, our $50 level for friends, $100 for family reunion, $250 for Black Wall Street, and $500 for the Toussaint Louverture. And under each one here, it will list what you get with that donation. So we ask that you please consider giving to Hayti Films and help us support and keep Black film alive, Black Southern film alive. And before we go into the film, I just want to thank our special guest tonight. Some of you have met him and them out in the lobby a few minutes ago, Bartholomew Jones, who's the subject of our film tonight. Bev, let me get this right, Bev Britumelo Makubele and Naledi Yazio, who are the co-founders of Rafiwa Books and Cafe. They will be joining us after the film tonight for a brief conversation and Q&A immediately following the film, so we ask that you stay and engage with us for that. So without further ado, Hayti Films Next Level series presents Coffee Black to Africa.
Oli no angkat, tagadi no angkat, tadalla lamane achuman no angkat, barrena gaya.
You know, you've already got the vision to go. But what was the driving emotion that led you guys?
Well, we didn't have a vision to go. Like, initially, it was like, we'll never go to Africa. I'm African American. I'm like, I'll never be able to go back to Africa. There's too much money. Who can afford that? And then I took a month off at the Anti-Gentrification Coffee Club. And I just I'm not doing any social media. I'm just going to stay here. Because we had just finished a bunch of coffee collabs. And I just want to be in the hood and serve coffee. And I did that. And I was telling the whole, coffee is stolen from Africa, 1616, by the Dutch, $200 billion industry. Black people make less than 5% of the money in this thing. What if we re-engage with it? Self-imposed reparations, generational wealth, connect with our heritage. I did that whole thing, and every time I did it, homies would be like, dudes would be like, yo, so have you been yet? And I'd be like, nah. Ethiopian coffee is a gateway drug. The coffee plant was stolen from Africa in 1616 by 2 Dutch spies. 3 years later, the first stolen bodies landed in Jamestown, Virginia.
All right.
I'll give you a cheerleader clap. I used to be a cheerleader in college.
Did you?
I did. Scholarship and everything.
Hey,
randomly. Okay, so my name is Renata Henderson. I am the Chief Operation Officer. I'm the head roaster. I'm the graphic designer. I'm HR. I wear many hats in Coffee Black.
How did you get involved with Coffee Black?
Well, I'm married to Mr. Coffee Black. So the way that I got involved in Coffee Black, my husband, when we met, was already doing the music side of Coffee Black. So he was making You know, he had the albums, he had the EPs. We were selling merch. I was making merch then. One of our first interactions with each other when we were dating was I sang on a song that he made about coffee. So we've been about this since the beginning. And then our first year of marriage, for Christmas, I bought him an espresso machine. And I think that just kind of gave him the green light to say, oh, I'm hopping into this. Like, this is about to be a thing.
Yeah, Coffee Black to Africa. Is that the name of the documentary? I don't know. Like, it just was kind of a bar, so we ran with it.
Coffee Black to Africa.
Yeah, my name's Bartholomew Jones. I'm an educator, I'm an MC, and I'm a coffee nerd, dad of 3 kids. You know what I mean? Known to kick a freestyle while I'm making a pour over on a regular at the Anti-Gentrification Coffee Club. You know, that's what we do.
Tennessee, know I spit it and I stay with those Mississippi River flows.
I put this tweet out and it was just like, so if a black-owned American coffee company wanted to go to Africa to learn about the Black history of coffee from the source, would y'all be into that or not? Something like that. And like that John just started getting like crazy interaction. You know what I mean? I don't know if I would say it went viral, but people just started DMing me like from the continent. Like, yo, we would love to host you. Like, yo, dude, let's go. And then I started getting people in the coffee industry being like, yo, let's do this. We want to send you guys. And I'm like, what? So I text all my mentors. I text Martine. I text Tom. Should I like do a GoFundMe? Like, I'm not even really supposed to be working this month. And people are like, yo, you got to do it. So we like shoot a little video in the hood and like one of my neighbors is walking by and we always have these conversations where we yell back and forth to each other across the street.
Yes, sir. This year. We doing the fundraiser right now.
I don't know why we do that, but it's like a tradition now. Like, we're not gonna cross the street, we're not gonna go to the meeting, we in the hood.
It was very significant for us to go to Africa in multiple ways. So the work that we were doing in Memphis was just the work we were doing in Memphis until we went to Africa. So I remember having a conversation with one of the guys in the neighborhood by the shop. Hey, when y'all going to Africa? Y'all heading out next week? And it connects the dots for him who will never get out of his neighborhood because he's older and he's sick and he doesn't travel. It connects the dots for someone like him who is able to understand coffee in a global way. So instead of me just thinking, oh yeah, coffee comes in a big tin and it's already ground and it smells burnt, but to now know not only is it a product from my people, but I know people who have met my people who do coffee. And so it was huge in that way because it became global. It wasn't just an idea in our back room with 2 heat presses or an espresso machine.
All right, family. Love y'all.
I can't wait to see the picture of the hyena.
Hey, okay. Hyenas.
We'll get a chance to go to Africa one day soon, but this trip, Daddy's gonna go ahead of us and get everything ready and say, hey, Africa, here come the Hendersons.
Love you, boys.
Love you, Daddy.
Love you, Reese. All right, the kids are dropped officially. Two-thirds, yeah.
So my initial response to the team going to Ethiopia was fear. I'll be honest. There was a fear because you do hear these stories about if you're going back to Africa, don't go here, don't go here. They don't want to see you. And there's a big debate specifically on TikTok about citizens of Africa don't want to meet African Americans. You're not an actual African. You're not valuable. These things. And so there was this fear there of, are we going to be accepted? We want to build a family there. We want our family to be able to go there and experience that family. And so there was this fear that there would be rejection.
All right, shorty. I'm gonna see you in 2 weeks. I love you.
I love you.
Yes. Go with God. And it's all over my road, yeah.